Thank you, Arpan. I think, do Pakistan have a choice? That's the issue. I mean, Iran-U.S. war started not at Pakistan's behest. So we had to react because we are a direct party in a sense that we have been affected badly. Not only that we have a joint border with Iran, the oil prices have shot up unprecedentedly in Pakistan. Never in the living memory that I have, there's such a sharp increase in oil prices have taken place. Almost you can say 30% at a stroke of a pen. And we are still not sure that where those prices are going to end. And this is not just with Pakistan. In almost whole of Asia is dependent on the oil which passes through the Strait of Hormuz. And so this is a challenge. And with regard to other, shall I say, Afghanistan, which I tried to briefly state it, our main concern is that instability in Afghanistan is not in Pakistan's favor. And then I fully agree with Dr. Sharifi's observation. But I'll give more weightage to Afghanistan's unity within its own ranks. That can only bring about a tangible change. And I hope some work is done on that count, that how the different Afghan groups come together and evolve a modus vivendi whereby they can rule the country peacefully. The problem here is that, for instance, now a bitter experience one could see was in '93 when all Mujahideen groups, they went to Makkah and they swore there to be united and to remain united. But as soon as they came out of Makkah, the civil war started. So that is a situation. And let me clarify here that Pakistan didn't establish the Taliban. It were the splinter groups of different parties, including Hizb Islami, Harkat Islami, and others. Had this been the case, and then they are Afghans. I think our Afghan friends, whether Dr. Sharifi or Dr. Heidari, they know their history much better than me. Although I'm of that same stock, and I've been dealing with Afghanistan since 1979. Perhaps they were not born, or they may have been to the kindergarten. But the issue is that it's the basic casualty in Afghanistan's political stability has been its disunity. If that comes, no power on earth can interfere in Afghanistan's affairs. For instance, you have seen the war with Iran. Americans tried to go for the regime change. They have failed. They have failed for the past 47 years. Nuclear is just a pretext. For instance, had this been the case, Israel, which is an undeclared nuclear weapon state, no one talks about that. You can't dare in the West to speak about Israel's nuclear program. You can't dare to speak about Israel's nuclear program in the United States. But here it is Iran, which has declared that it's not going for nuclear because it's haram under Islamic Sharia. So that is, and it's not being believed. And it's not being believed that when five superpowers, five veto-wielding powers and Germany, they signed the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. And what happened? Here comes Trump. He scraps everything because at the behest of Israel. So here we are, when we are talking about politics, and we are talking, and more recently, why Iran should believe in the talks, negotiations, or its durability. When last 12-day war, it was Israel which initiated the war because a day earlier, there were vibes that America and Iran are nearing an agreement on nuclear. But the war started. And then this on 28th February, again, just a couple of days ago, we heard the good news that they are nearing a solution and war started. So it's the credibility. Pakistan can only take the horse to water, but it can't make it drink, whether it is Iran or it's United States. But we have to be a credible mediator, which we have done. Nothing has been leaked from Pakistan's side. It was either Iran or it was the United States, mostly from the United States, which they talked about the failure of the talks. So here in these circumstances, you ask about whether Pakistan is ready to take these challenges. This is what we have, and we have no other choice. And the reason was our credibility in the region was very much there, because for Iran, other regional countries were not acceptable. And similarly, for the United States, it could not propose a country to which Iran would have any trust. And still, while these dialogues are on, the question of trust is very much there. Iran's trust level about the United States is almost zero. So, but let's keep fingers crossed, and let's hope that good sense will prevail. Yeah.